dear friends and net aspirants, welcome back to a brand new video session of our YouTube channel High Point, a best place to get contents related to NTA, UGC, NET, JRF, English language and literature. So welcome back again. Today we are going to learn about one of the major archetypal critic known as Carl Jung, and he is also a great analyst and psychologist, and he has contributed many things to archetypal criticism that we have already seen some points about him that he has contributed in archetypal criticism already in the previous video in this lecture series. So if you have missed any of the previous videos of this lecture series of literary theory and criticism, I have given the entire playlist in the I button. You can go to the I button and click it and watch it. And if you are interested to have more study materials, actually free study materials in the form of study cards, quizzes, short videos, reels and many more things, you can follow me on Instagram. My Instagram ID is right here, and in there you can, after following me, you will get many more benefits as well. So don't miss any of these free materials that we are providing there in a daily basis. And if you want to join a WhatsApp group, if you are interested to join a WhatsApp group which is totally dedicated to NTA, UGC, NET, JRF, English language and literature, there I am sharing daily quiz question and answer and some news and updates related to NTA, UGC, NET, as well as some study materials. So if you are interested, you can go to the description box and click the link and join. If not, you can directly message me in this number or call me in this number, then I will be sharing the link to you and you can easily join the group, you and your friends, those who are interested. And if you are looking for some study materials, online courses to join for NET, JRF, English language and literature, then definitely you can go and visit my website known as www.highpoint.in, in which we have shared many more things that you ever wanted to have in your NET JRF preparation. See, after having the free trial, you can have the demo materials, and two, you will see how we have simplified the entire NTA, UGC, NET, JRF English syllabus for you, and we have divided them under 10 major topics and modules, and you can enter every one of them and see that we have provided 900 plus audio lectures and we have provided 300 plus downloadable PDF materials about selected topics for you to go through them easily, and they are simplified versions of study materials, and you can memorize them, you can brush up your whatever your study materials, whatever you have learned. And along with these two, we have provided the entire set of previous question papers and a set of practice question papers for you to have an experience of attempting exam, and they are lively attemptable, and once you submit your response, you will know your progress and mark instantly. So isn't that great? So if you are interested in these three things, you can go and visit my website. And more than that, we have provided a 15% off in fee structure for every other course that we have offered there. So I don't want you to miss any of the chances of having these study materials, or I don't want you to waste further for waiting the next NTA, UGC, NET exam notification. So that's a waste of time. If you are determined to have your NET and JRF, start learning early with us and come and join our family as a student. And after joining either of the courses, you will get two bonuses. At least you will get surely these two bonuses. What are they? First one is a weekly test that will happen in every Saturday, and also you will get a personalized study guideline. So what is the benefit of having a weekly test? This will brush up your memory about whatever you have learned, and also this will make you to be inconsistent in your studies, and also this will add to your general knowledge about literature. You will come across new knowledges, new information about literature of a particular topic. And personalized study guideline means once you join the course, you will get a questionnaire to fill, and according to that responses that you have given for the questions, you will get a personalized study guideline from us. It is a customized thing just for you, and it will be according to your own schedules of everyday schedules and your own personal choices about the topic. So these are basically suggestions from our part for you to make you consistent in your track of learning. Okay, so if you are interested and if you wanted to know more, don't forget to DM me or message me in this number or WhatsApp me in this number given here. I'll be glad to provide much more detail, anything that I just now said. Okay, now today's topic is Carl Jung, and his lifespan is from 1875 to 1961. Okay, remember that. And Carl Jung belongs to which criticism, which literary criticism? It is archetypal criticism. Okay, remember that too. Let's have the introduction first of all. And Carl Jung, he was a Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst who founded analytical psychology. Sigmund Freud and Jung worked together in their studies about human psychology. So Sigmund Freud is known as the father of psychology, and Sigmund Freud also lived the same period, and Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung, they worked together in their studies about human psychology. And he became the president of Freud's International Psychoanalytical Association. So while they were working, Freud found Carl Jung as a worthy person to hold this position, the president of his association. So Carl Jung became president of Freud's International Psychoanalytical Association. Jung considered the lifelong psychological process of differentiation of the self out of each individual's conscious and unconscious elements as the main task of human development. So he understood that what is the main task of human development, what is the main task that human beings are consciously or unconsciously doing in order to have human development, how humans developed so far. So he considered that there is a lifelong psychological process of differentiation of the self out of each individual's conscious and unconscious elements, that is individuation. So he termed this process as individuation. So this process is the thing that is the main task involved in human development. What is that task? Psychological. There is a psychological lifelong process involved which actually differentiate the self out of each individual, yourself out of your individual conscious and unconscious elements. That is individuation, and that is the main task of human development. So he considered this process as the major task of human development, and that is not that important, and I just found that point as a fascinating point. That's the only reason that I included in here. Don't pay much attention to it. Let's say some major concepts and contributions and key terms that Jung contributed to psychology as well as especially to archetypal criticism. First one is synchronicity. I'll go in detail about the concepts related to archetypal criticism. All other things I'm just mentioning. Okay, synchronicity. So he coined the term to describe circumstances that appear meaningfully related yet lack a causal connection. Refers to a person's subjective experiences that coincidences between events in their mind and the outside world may be causally unrelated yet having some unknown connection. See, synchronicity is nothing but you are in a circumstance, you are in a situation, and this situation is meaningful, but you lack a causal connection to that situation because of the subjective experience and that coincides with the events in their mind, the outer world. So there is some experiences that are there within you, and that coincides with the outer world situation. Then you cannot find a causal connection, yet there are some meaningful connection. There are unknown connection is there, but still you feel unrelated. Such kind of situation is known as synchronicity. The next one is archetypal phenomena. So this is important in archetypal criticism. It's universal. See, what is archetypal phenomena? Archetypal phenomena as universal primal symbols and images that derive from the collective unconsciousness. So our unconsciousness, he says that we have instincts and archetypes. Instincts and archetypes are there in our unconscious mind. So these primal symbols, the primal means the very ancient or pre-human patterns and images that are there in our unconscious mind. That is archetypal phenomena. The universal means it is there in everybody's mind. It is not that some group of people or some tribal people have this, but every one of us has this. See, this is universal, and these are primal symbols and images that derive from the collective unconsciousness. So that these primal symbols and images are preserved in our unconsciousness, and it is collectively possessed by every other human being. So that is known as archetypal phenomena. They are innate unspecific knowledge derived from the sum total of human history. So as human beings lived so far in centuries, and these are unspecified knowledges. You just cannot pinpoint that what kind of knowledge they are, but they are unspecified knowledges derived from sum total as a result of the whole human history, which prefigures and direct conscious behavior. So the unconscious behavior, unconscious mind, in which we have instincts and our archetypal symbols and images, this actually prefigures and direct and in a way guide our conscious behavior. Okay, so that is archetypal phenomena. So what is archetype and all, we have detailedly seen in the previous video. If you have not watched it, please go and watch it. Psychological complex. The core of pattern of emotions, memories, perceptions and wishes in the personal unconscious organized around a common theme such as power or status. So the third term or concept contributed by Jung is that psychological complex. So what is psychological complex? It's a core of pattern of emotions, memories, perception and wishes in the personal unconscious organized around a common theme such as power and status. So this thing, psychological complex, is a pattern. It's a pattern of emotion, memories, perception and wishes that we have in our unconscious mind. And these patterns of emotion, memories and perception and wishes that we have in our unconscious mind, it is organized, it is situated in a way that it is situated and organized around a common theme such as power and status. See, power and status, these are two major common themes that all our wishes, all our things are surrounded directly or indirectly. So our psychological complex means that it is a complex of patterns of emotion, our memories, perceptions, wishes, and all these patterns are surrounded or organized around a common theme in our mind, in our unconscious mind, such as power or status. So that is psychological complex put forwarded by Jung. The fourth concept by Jung is collective unconscious. So let's see what is collective unconscious. It refers to the unconscious mind and a shared mental concept. See, collective means what? There are a lot of unconsciousness. So people have unconscious level of mind, and there are many images and patterns that commonly shared by human race. So it is referring to the unconscious level of mind and is collectively shared, mentally shared by every other human. It is shared mental concept. Okay, the human collective unconsciousness is populated by instincts as well as archetypes. So two major things that we can see in collective unconsciousness of human beings. Human beings collectively have what? Instincts, basic instincts of being a human being, and as well as archetypes, the primal patterns and symbols and images, which are ancient primal patterns. That is, archetypes are ancient pre-human primal symbols that happened because of the human, the history of human beings, such as Great Mother. So you have archetypes of the Great Mother, the wise old man, the shadow, the tower, water, and the tree of life. See, these symbols, all these symbols, the Great Mother. In every other culture in this world, you will have the concept, or in every other religion, in every other thing, you will have the concept. Even literature, you can have these images: the Great Mother, the wise old man, the shadow, the tower, water, the tree of life, the terrible mother. So these things are primal symbols, actually collectively possessed and shared by mentally by every other human being. And Jung believed that the concept of collective unconscious helps to explain why similar themes occur in world mythologies around the world. See, take the example, mythical or legendary stories available in any other culture. You will definitely find many similarities between them. See, there will be common symbols about water, about tower, about tree of life, about great mother. So many symbols and images and concepts will be there. They actually collectively possess, and it's like they have similar themes in mythologies. So Jung believed that it is because of this collective unconscious patterns, the archetypal patterns are there in the collective unconscious level of mind. That is the reason why there is a similar themes, there are some similar themes occurring in world mythologies around the world. Okay, so that is about collective unconscious. Next concept that he says is that extroversion and introversion. So this is rather simple. What is the meaning of extrovert and introvert? That's it. Both are relevant in personality theory. See, basically extroversion and introversion, this concept is relevant in personality theories of human beings. Extroversion tends to be manifest in outgoing, talkative, energetic behavior, whereas introversion is manifested in more reflective and reserved behavior. So basically extrovert people, characters, they will go out and they will mingle with people, and they mainly always be talkative with other people, and they will show themselves as energetic, and they will behave in an energetic manner. So that is the extraversion personalities. And what is introversion? Is introversion, that quality of a person will be manifested more in reflexive. They will be more thoughtful, brooding, and they won't be talkative, not outgoing, and they will be showing a reserved behavior. Such manifestation is known as introversion in a person. Okay, so extroversion and introversion, so these two are also important concepts by Carl Jung. Now let's move on to Carl Jung's major works. So I have mentioned some of them which I felt relevant from net point of view. Just try to learn these names chronologically, pause the video and take notes about these things that we are discussing here. Okay, Psychology of the Unconscious, published in the year 1912. Psychological Types came out in 1921. Modern Man in Search of a Soul was published in 1933, and Memories, Dreams, Reflections. This is his Jung's autobiography. Okay, Memories, Dreams, Reflections was published in 1961, and the year 1964 witnessed the publication of his work Man and His Symbols. So these are some of the major works by Carl Jung: Psychology of the Unconscious, Psychological Types, Modern Man in Search of a Soul, Memories, Dreams, Reflection. This is Carl Jung's autobiography, and Man and His Symbol. So these are some of his major works by Carl Jung. And I hope that it was all about Carl Jung, and from net point of view you have to learn at least the major concept laid by Carl Jung and how he has contributed many things in archetypal criticism. So please watch these two videos in detail and without skipping in order to know more about archetypal criticism. And if you have any doubts, queries, and also along with your queries and questions, mention the major takeaways that you had from this video in the comment section, so that it will give me a satisfaction that you have got something out of this video, as well as your comments will lead to further future students to watch this video. So don't forget to visit my website as well as follow me on Instagram, and if you are interested in joining the WhatsApp group that I have mentioned earlier, go to the description box and click the link or join, or you can directly message me or WhatsApp me in this given number. And if you are interested to have the course that we have offered there in my website, please don't hesitate to call me or WhatsApp me in this number, or from the website itself you can directly message me or DM me on my Instagram page. So that's all about it. Meet you in the next video session, and until then stay tuned to High Point. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, Please subscribe to this channel. If you like this video, press the like button too, and while you subscribe, press the bell icon too, so that I don't want you to miss any of the updations and updations that we are making in this channel here in YouTube. So that's all about it, guys. Meet you in the next video session. Until then, stay tuned to High Point and be always happy in your life and happy learning. Ta-ta.